So hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's time for the last episodes of Fear. This is just so bittersweet. I have loved Fear. I have loved following along with it. I've loved watching the characters grow and change, and the storylines the show has given us. Yes, while some have been like outlandish and completely different, others have been incredible, and there has been some absolutely impeccable storytelling in throughout the 8 seasons that we've had. I don't want to end it. I don't. I feel like with The Walking Dead coming to an end, The Walking Dead ended a year ago. And like, we have so much other Walking Dead universe content, but The Walking Dead and Fear are like the two originals. You know, so with Fear coming to an end a year after The Walking Dead, it just feels sad. Yeah, so let's go with episode 11. As always, the more extended version of this reaction is going up over on Patreon. There's a whole bunch of other reactions over there. There's Buffy, X-Files, Gotham Supernatural, film reactions, as well as live streams and stuff like that. So the link's down below, along with the link to my Twitter and my Instagram. Let's go with the second last episode of Fear. At least it's not the last one. We have like another hour until we gotta watch the last one. We still have a little bit of life left in Fear. I'm just back from Dublin. I did a weekend in Dublin where I met Gabriel, who plays Tommy in The Last of Us. I met Tom Fletcher. I went to a McFly show. I went to a Friends exhibition. I'll be putting up a vlog about that in the upcoming days. Super excited to share that with you guys. But I'm still a bit like, you know, concert hungover, where you're still a bit dehydrated and you're a bit... Do you feel like you're existing outside a plane that's your own? That's where I am. So I guess that's the perfect place to go and watch Fear in. For the second last time ever. Fear time. That was so sad. Poor walkers, they'd still have been frozen into the ground and then set on fire to be released. So we're pulling an alpha here, we're controlling herds. Not Alicia, okay. I'm pure paranoid now looking at everyone, I'm like, I think everyone's Alicia. I've enjoyed having Troy back. I like the tone change that they've taken with him, giving him a kid and giving him like a reason to come back and be so vengeful.
How are we gonna get them to Padre? Just walk them to the gates.
Say anything about walking.
We're gonna give them armbands, push them out to sea, and hope for the best.
Perfect way to get them there.
She pulled loose.
The kid was totally in on this all along.
So what's wrong?
What's wrong is that her dead mother's groaning out the back of the car. That's gotta be traumatizing on a child.
She gave it to me when she died. She made me promise that I would give it to you to keep you safe.
Dad, look out!
For something like that to happen after a "I promise to keep you safe" speech is incredibly coincidental. But to be fair to him, how the hell should he have known that a log was gonna knock him off the street? Oh, fuck! He got rick-grimed! He got impaled!
I can't do it. I can't do it.
You gotta do it. You can't just die now. You just got brought back.
And if you don't make it to Padre, then everything that I've done, it won't mean anything.
Don't put that on her. She's just a child. That's a lot of responsibility.
To keep you safe.
He's gonna need nothing short of a miracle to keep him safe. He's impaled. They're really not... They're not gonna kill Troy off, are they?
Together.
Oh, girlie, just go. That's right, little Lord Farquaad. You skedaddle the fuck out of this forest.
There was a time you'd have thanked me for such a thing.
Enough people have died because of me.
I can't put the rest of you at risk.
You think it'll just be this one thing, but then you realize you just can't stop.
Yeah, true. He can see the slippery slope that she's on. He can fucking see the projection she's about to take. And he's like, girl.
Why didn't Russell help him?
He couldn't. Because he's leading the rest of the herd.
This poor child has been kidnapped by almost every person she's met. I agree. I wouldn't trust her either.
What happened to no one's gone until they're gone?
That doesn't apply to Troy, because I fucking hate him.
Outside, you...
Russell, will you promise me something? When you find Tracy, I want you to make sure she gets there.
Okay, I understand that a lot of this is like personal vendetta and like a personal hatred driven by both sides, from Madison and from Troy. But like from Troy's point of view, he's been through so much and has survived so much that we haven't seen, that we don't know about. Why not just fuck off somewhere safe? You have a child, you have a responsibility now. You can't just exist for selfish reasons. Like, you can't just do what you want because you want to. He's claiming it's for his kid, that he wants to get his kid to safety. There's other ways to protect your child. He could just bring her somewhere else safe, or build a safe place for her that doesn't involve going to war with another community that's going to put your child directly, like, in harm's way. Oh, lads, it's Maddie. Madison's here. That crazy blonde with a hammer is all he needed to rip himself from that seat. This sheer level of pettiness and hatred, I admire it. He has a spear in his chest and he's still trying to kill her. That hurt him more than being stabbed did.
People like you and me are no longer in this world.
Wait.
Are you ever not swinging at me with a hammer?
You want to stop that herd? I'm the only person who knows where Russell's leading it.
Hold still. This might hurt.
You can't pull it out, dude. He's gonna bleed to death if you pull that. That was stupid. Now he's got an open wound he's just gushing out of. Oh, goddamn. Al's goddamn tapes. It is so good seeing Alicia again, though, even if it is just on the camcorder screen.
Troy's agreed to tell us where the herd is heading.
He's like, I heard you're a fan of Alicia. I'm here with the new Alicias.
Keep talking like that, I'll put that branch back in you.
Good. Maybe it'll stop the fucking bleeding.
Her place to live since Mexico, and she got bit.
You gonna tell me that was Alicia's fault?
He's like, no, but I like to think it was.
Alicia's the one that saved her.
Cut off her arm?
She knew where to cut. When Serena was out of the woods, she just tried to help as many people as she could.
And you didn't like that?
She got a call. He shot her, he robbed her, and took everything she owned. I held her while she died, Mass.
It's understandable seeing why he'd want to take his rage out on Alicia and blame her. Grief can present itself in so many different ways, but
Someone made her a promise.
it's not necessarily Alicia's fault. Do you know what I mean?
That's why you killed Alicia.
Yeah, I knew that shovel was gonna... Dude, you... Wah! I was suspicious when he was leaning against that shovel. You gave him a shovel. I was like, dig the grave with your hands. Oh, Christ almighty, he got eaten by the leaves.
Hello, Lark.
Who the fuck is this? Oh, we could not be in a worse position.
How do you like my new digs, huh? I am Padre.
Oh, yeah!
Or I was. I built it. I'm looking for a way to get it back.
At this point, I'm starting to think that Padre is just more hassle than it's worth. But at this point, I feel like there's just characters popping up out of nowhere and they're like, I want Padre. Because I want it. This just further solidifies my plan of if anything like this ever did happen in real life, I'm fucking off to the forest somewhere. I'm going away, far away, by myself. I'm not getting involved in no fucking communities. I'm not getting involved in no organisations. I'm gone. I'm fucking gone, because if you stay, you're just going to get sucked into everyone else's bullshit, and even if you don't, you're going to get interested in other people's bullshit and go sniffing around the bullshit to see what's going on. And then you're going to have a Padre situation. One plot of land that everyone's fighting for. Padre can't be the only fucking island off the coast of wherever the fuck we are in this season. There could be whole holiday resorts set up and we don't know because we're all so zoned in on Padre.
Heard your conversation on the radio. I'm prepared to give you...
Again, the radios are nothing but trouble. And there they are in the next scene picking up their walkies like, do you want my exact location?
I will let you and your daughter live there.
Bullshit.
He's lying.
By the docks, crane traffic.
The truck ready.
Troy is doing impeccably for a man that has a hole going through his chest and out his back that has not been bandaged. Hasn't bled to death. This episode is taking so many twists and turns.
Victor, we're about 3 miles east of the barge. Do you copy?
Again, you're giving away your location on the walkie. Did you learn anything?
Who knows where the herd is?
We can find it.
I can't. Not without me.
It's a herd. You should be able to find
wanna
it.
believe this?
When this is all over, I make sure he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Swamp walkers. Rope bridge and fucking Michael Myers slow walking up behind us. This episode is fucking chaotic as all hell, lads.
She let Shrike get bit.
I just want to get to my daughter.
True, but she was the villain of the season in our defense.
Why do you think we saved you from that stadium? Me and Shrike. That speech you made to your kids. No one's gone until they're gone. Inspiring stuff.
They saved her? Okay, hang on a second. I need to take a fucking moment after that. You're just gonna... Oh, they really just threw that in there. So, she was saved by them? Alright, okay, we're just gonna go with this. If he gets bit, we're fucked! Okay, well now we're stuck in the sinking mud.
I'm sorry, Madison.
I don't forgive you just because we're on death's door. I'm not giving you forgiveness. Fuck yourself.
Sorry.
Did she just get pulled from the water? Because she's not wet.
Pull this out. use Crane's axe to snap the cuffs. Alicia helped Serena.
Oh my god, did she help you?
She gave her this. I told you that I knew what it was to believe in something and how hard it was to let it go.
I don't know that I believe him about
I told
anything.
you that because
I told you before, he's gonna say whatever he needs to say in order to get what he wants.
I want to know, why is everyone's teeth in this show so pearly white? We've been how many years in the apocalypse? Not a sign of scurvy on no one. I hope everyone in your team got the fucking memo there.
It's gonna take a lot more than that.
Yeah, we know.
The president is here? This woman, and you know what? I feel fine. She's grand. I have no worries about her. She has survived more fuckery in this show than most people would. The plot armor with her is so strong that she even keeps miraculously finding oxygen tanks.
You sure?
Look at us all coming back
We did it,
together.
Madison.
How can you possibly trust him after everything he's done?
Because that's what you do when you give a person a second chance.
We're still on about the second chances thing. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am just what's the word? A pessimist. And I do try and see the best in people, but I expect the worst. I feel like second chances after the first time are no longer second chances, and it's just being silly. You know, if you give somebody a second chance and they repeatedly perform the same actions and give you reasons not to trust them, it's like, maybe you should just stop trusting them and listen to who they are.
What if he's changed? What then?
Changed since when,
You
Strand?
risk that?
You take me safe.
Now both of you are safe. Don't know where the fuck you're going after here, but
That's all I have left of her. It doesn't have to be.
she's gonna stab him with the hand. She's gonna stab him. She's gonna stab him.
To believe me.
Not in front of his fucking child, Madison. That's too dark.
Madison!
Ah!
What did you do?
I'm done with second
Stab them a little
chances.
bit.
But she died before the baby could be born.
No!
Huh?
Serena's not Tracy's mother. Who is?
Don't say Alicia. Don't.
Alicia.
What? I don't even. Oh, Jesus, I can't believe they're after taking that fucking road. I know a lot of people were joking about that. And I think I said it in my last reaction. I was like, oh, you know, maybe Alicia's the mother or whatever. But it didn't make sense to me, timeline-wise or storyline-wise, in my opinion. I can't believe they're actually after going with that fucking storyline. Outside of that, you're going to bring Troy back just to kill him? Does that mean that poor child was mourning over some woman's corpse that wasn't even her mother? And the Alicia thing too, I understand that what Alicia was doing was good. I can kind of come to terms and like grasp the whole concept behind the new Alicias. You know, like the fucking girl squad that's like living for Alicia. I can understand where they're coming from. But everyone in the show, their whole thing is do it for Alicia, do it for Alicia. And it's like, she left a few episodes ago or like a season ago, whatever the fuck it was. But they kept the tone of her, they kept the essence of her like on screen as much as they could, which is an interesting take. I'm guessing that means that she is going to come back next episode, otherwise we wouldn't be fucking talking about her as much as we are. Although, could you imagine that? Could you imagine building it all up and she doesn't even fucking come back? Do you know what? I will say that was the perfect episode to come directly before a series finale. Okay, listen, it was a little bit messy. I think that there was a bit too much happening. There was a bit too much being thrown at us. Too many twists and turns. But it did the job. I didn't know where the fucking episode was going at any time. I was there in the moment with the characters. Very well paced and very well presented, I think. I'm just going straight in now to watch the next episode to finish Fear. But I think that did a fantastic job at building excitement for the last episode, which I think is kind of weird because they aired together. So they would have made more sense to do something like this at the end of last week's episode, so you had a week to wait between episodes. I wonder why they aired the last two on the same night too. As I said at the beginning, the extended version of this is going up over on Patreon. The extended version of next episode as well is also going up over there. They're both going up today. So if you guys want to check that out, the link is in the description down below. The link to my Twitter, Instagram, anywhere else you can find me is down below. Let's go with the last episode.